Okay, so welcome to part 2 of this video. If you haven't seen part 1, watch yesterday's video because I did a huge clear out of my coats and I haven't decided yet on the result of yesterday, whether I'm going to get rid of my denim jackets or pink coats, because I want to get some feedback from you guys who are going to help me, and I haven't uploaded that video yet, so because I literally just filmed it because this is me cutting the video into a few pieces so that I can get more into the videos for you. So yeah, I don't know the feedback on that yet, but I will let you know either in today's video or tomorrow's video what I end up doing on my decision. But the next process is to go through all the extra stuff in the cupboard, and then probably the final video tomorrow will be me deciding what I do with my coats and also making Alex decide what he does with his coats. So yes, let's go through all of this shit. Right, so this box here is winter stuff that I think I've reached into maybe once in the winter. So let's go through. This is new. I'm definitely keeping this. This is, I want to go for Christmas. It's a thing I'm going to start using when I start to cycle again, because it still will be cold and you put it over your head. It's like a balaclava, that's what it is. Yeah, I'll start using this in probably February when it starts to get a little bit warmer, but it's still cold and your ears feel like they're being charred off. These are mittens that I don't need. Definitely getting rid of those. These are the only gloves I own, but like, they're for children, obviously. I also don't really like wearing gloves. They're a nuisance. I don't spend enough time outdoors in the cold to need gloves. These are my gloves, cycling gloves. I feel like the only reason I need to keep winter stuff is for cycling, because yeah, these are my gloves for all year round when I'm cycling, and these are when it's cold, because fingerless gloves in England, and all the rest is Alex's. What a surprise. These are Alex's cycling or outside gloves. These are another pair of his gloves, which I don't think I've ever seen him wear, but yeah, I'm gonna have to have some real talk with him. And this is like this sort of furry scarf I used to wear all the time. You put it around a coat and it makes the coat look like it's got a furry lapel, but I don't wear that anymore. It's not really my thing anymore. So yeah, I guess I'll just have to ask Alex about it. I think these gloves are fine for him to have. Again, this hat, he has this hat, he never wears hats. I'm gonna have to ask him about that hat as well. And this scarf, I've never seen him wear the scarf. This is not like me saying Alex has to get rid of these things. It's important in a relationship to like be a good influence on each other. Like, you don't see obviously the times that Alex is a good influence on me with certain things, so I try and be a good influence with him with minimalism, because he tends to keep stuff he doesn't use. So he actually likes this help. He thinks it's a good thing. He doesn't like get mad and be like, why are you telling me to get rid of stuff? He thinks it's a good thing that I'm helping him, because he does tend to just keep stuff and also buy lots of stuff. So I will ask him about these things and he makes his own decision. I don't make any decisions for him. Just, I'm putting that out there because people do get touchy. This rug definitely going, because it's the same as a bigger rug we have, but just have no purpose for it. So I'm probably going to sell this on eBay. A lot of this I'm going to sell. Or I could give it to my parents. They might have use for it. Also, let me know if any of you would be interested. I'm going to sell my stuff on Depop if you want me to let you know when I am, so you can buy some of my stuff if you want to. This is Alex's windscreen cleaner, and this box has all the extra stuff in it. I might find a better way to store this, because this is a bit mental. This can go in his car. Here are some goggles. We got these recently. These are handy if you ever want to go swimming. This bag is a bag of like Halloween stuff that I've had for a while, and I said after this Halloween I'd throw it out because I don't really want to just keep a bag of Halloween stuff. So it's like these sorts of things. It's like, you might have seen it in my Halloween mukbang, like this little, but yeah, I wouldn't, we bought these things when we had a party in my flat when I lived with 2 girls, my sister. Oh, this is broken. We bought this for a party years ago when I lived in Newquay with my sister and my friend, and we had a Halloween party and we bought all this junk. This I'm going to keep because this is a good Halloween fancy dress costume. I'm just gonna, like, my one item. I got rid of all my fancy dress stuff except for this, because I think that this comes in handy. It's quite fun. The Santa hat. Ooh. that's good. I'm going to get rid of this whole box. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, because I don't think you can donate that type of stuff. There's a pair of, actually I should probably take these. I can donate the Santa hat probably, maybe, and the gloves and the scarf, because this is fancy dress stuff. I can donate these things, but the rest, the Halloween stuff, I think that's just going to have to go in the bin, unfortunately. That's why I really regret buying things like this. I think that if you're going to have like a Halloween party or something like that, make the decorations out of like paper, and like I could have made these things. You know, you could cut up, I could have cut up like an odd scrap of material and made this. And I could have made some like bat shapes from paper, and then it's recyclable and it's not so wasteful as going. I went to the pound shop and we spent like 10 quid on decorations, and every year these shops sell this stuff and it all just goes into a landfill, which I feel very sad that I was a part of. And then there's a load of party stuff, but my birthday's coming up soon, so we can whack this stuff out on my birthday, all these party poppers and candles. And now is the onesies. This is going to be a bit tricky. I have two, Alex has two. Alex has this one, which he doesn't really wear. He has a Pikachu one, which is so inconveniently large and just spacious. It's quite a fun, fancy dress costume though. It just takes up so much room, like look at it. How do you fold that neatly? And then he's got this one, which I got him. And then I've got these two. I really don't want to get rid of either of them. I love my onesies. I got this one ages ago, and it's like a little kid's teddy bear one. And then this one is like a simple black one, and it has little teddy bear ears. So I don't really want to get rid of either of them. So these onesies smell a bit like dusty and like damp, so I'm gonna wash them and then figure that out afterwards, because I just don't know for now. And Alex, I know that he's not going to want to get rid of these, so we'll keep these. This is my tennis racket. I think Alex's is in his car. And then these are our, whoa, I just hit myself in the head. These are our bike helmets, which obviously we use. Here's a little umbrella, which is handy. Here is Alex's, oh no, this is some chain lube. And here is a fluorescent. We definitely, this is not, I think this maybe needs to go in, it belongs in Alex's car in case of an accident. That's good, which means we've got rid of a basket, yay. And this is a heater that in the last flat I lived in, he gave us, and he just said that we could keep, but we don't ever use it because we have heating here. But I feel like that's maybe, I think what I'm gonna do, this will probably be just something we leave here with my parents because it's a handy thing to have. But yeah, this is going to stay in the cupboard. So next I've got to sort out the shoes down here. As you can see, this is just a matter of me organising it really. And there's this one pair of shoes I need to ask Alex about. He bought them and I said to him, why did you buy these? He bought them, and when he brought them home I was like, why did you buy these? Because you already have loads of trainers. And he was like, oh, but I don't have this pair for this. So I'm going to be asking him what the hell these ugly ass trainers are for, because I'm not quite sure what they're for. I'm going to grab the Hoover as well because it's really dusty in here. But here are some of my shoes. When I got rid of loads of my shoes, I kept these heels and these heels, and I'm kind of wondering if I should get rid of a pair because I don't ever wear them. What do you think? I don't know. I feel like I want to get rid of these heels. Why do I need more than one pair of heels? And these are very high, and I don't know. These are another pair of Alex's shoes that he insisted he wanted to keep because he was like, oh, they're cool. And so we put them in the wash, and he still hasn't worn them. So this is another conversation I'm going to be having with him. And then, I don't know which shoes these are. These are, I guess, some of his smarter shoes. I'm going to go grab the Hoover and clean this out. So now it's all nice and hoovered, it's time to assemble the things back into the cupboard. And then the things I'm like not sure about, and I'm like, oh, like my heels and some of my coats, I'm just going to leave out and see. So I've got the 4 coats I'm definitely keeping, the black one, the camel one, my Burberry one and my denim one, and then I'm still thinking about the other ones, and I'm not going to pack Alex's stuff in there yet because I don't know what stuff he wants to keep. So yeah, there's going to be a lot less coats for now. I hang my long one here because it's really long. I'm wondering now, do I keep this wig? Because I'm doing that thing where I think, oh, if there's a fancy dress, what if, you know, I'll wear this wig. When, like, that's literally keeping something just in case something happens in, like, the next year. For, like, what purpose? Like, if I had a fancy dress, I could make a fancy dress costume out of the clothes I own that I use practically and, like, put some fun makeup on or something. I don't know, I feel like if I was actually to think about it, if I was to go do fancy dress again for some reason at a party or a New Year's thing or whatever it was, I don't know, would I want to wear this wig again? Because I've worn it a few times, but then I think it's fun because I'm like, oh, it's a pink wig, how fun. This is hard. Yeah, I think the wig is going to go because it just represents exactly that idea of, oh, what if I want to go to a fancy dress, what if this happens? But I know my plans for the next year. I'm not, this is not on my priorities, you know, and I'm kind of going through a phase where I want to start fresh. I want to sort of get rid of a lot and then see what I need after that, and this is not on that list, so yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. So that's kind of me temporarily done, and maybe I can give you a little tour of the cupboard and show you what it's like, and we will see what we do with all of Alex's coats and stuff later. When he gets home, I'll have to ask him. I now have the decision to make about these heels and whether to keep both, whether to just keep one, whether to keep either, because as I was talking about on my party dresses, is kind of like what I was talking about in my party dresses video, how that is not my lifestyle anymore. I don't go out partying, I don't go out drinking, I just don't do that. So why do I need these heels? And some people might be like, well, for the occasion, who knows? I definitely think keeping one pair of heels is sensible because if I ever want to wear them, why not? Like if I'm going out with friends to dinner, whatever. But to have 2 pairs, I just think maybe is a bit much. And I think that I'm going to keep these, and I think I'm going to get rid of these because these are much more practical because they're short heels, and because of the shape of them from the front, they're very classic, as I was talking about earlier, classic styles. Like, this looks very classic style, pointed heel. They're a bit battered, as you can see. That's actually, yeah, that's dirt, that's mud. I need to clean them because there's like mud on them, I guess, from the last time I wore them. Yeah, but if I clean them up, then they're classic court shoes with nice little sparkly heels, and they're perfect if I ever have to go to a wedding or something like that. Look at me, the person who used to have about, I would say about 40 pairs, 30 pairs of heels, and now I've only got 1. Madness, absolute madness. So up here is looking amazing, this basket less, and obviously this looks super tidy because my onesies are down there ready to go in the wash, and then I'm going to have to make the decision of whether to keep both or whether to get rid of one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep them because I do wear them and they're comfy house clothes and they only sit in a cupboard, so yeah. And then here's just bike stuff, which makes me happy. So there's like bike gloves, and there's my other gloves and hat, and then the thing, and then helmets, and then my tennis racket, and then this I'll probably just give to my parents or just keep for maybe the future. I might need it. All these electric heaters always do come in handy. And then here is an umbrella, and then this is all of my coats, so I'm pretty proud of myself. This is Alex's, but here's my bike coat, here's my black coat, my camel coat, my Burberry coat, and then my denim coat, and then I do have 2 more here. So I have one, how much is that for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've done well. I said I wanted only 5, I've got 6. That's a good compromise for me because I do have room for improvement here. Like this one I do wear to walk the dogs all the time, so that is very practical, but as I said, I'll probably just leave that with my parents because it's not one I would wear out and about. And then I've got my long coat under there, and then my scarf. So I'm very, very pleased with myself, And again, I might come back to this. I quite like doing it slowly like this. I know lots of people kind of probably find this pointless. They might be like, well, why don't you just get rid of all of it? Because you will eventually anyway. And that's kind of, I've looked back at some of my, I've not looked back, I've just thought about my progress, how when I first did my decluttering of my wardrobe, would it have just been easier to have been really brutal and just got rid of all of it, because I'm getting rid of all of it eventually. But I just think that sometimes it's easy just to take things slow and take it bit by bit, because if you force yourself, you might have regret. If you force yourself to get rid of too much, you might regret it. And that's like, I suppose that's a fear I have, but yeah, I like doing it this way. Makes me feel, sometimes I think I should push myself a bit harder, but it is hard to regulate yourself and be like, no, you need to get rid of more. But each time I do it, it does get easier, and each time I do it, I benefit from it. And yeah, I'm getting there, I can't wait till I reach that place where I'm just happy with everything I own and I'm content with it. And this is not even about owning as little as possible. That's not what I think. It's about owning things that are useful and add value to your life. So yeah. So then down here we have Alex's Doc Marten boots and my Converse, my heels, and then our bike shoes. And I have to ask him about these shoes and put them in later alongside all of the coats over there. So depending on how long this video is, I might cut it short here, and you'll have to wait tomorrow to see the final product of what coats Alex gets rid of and how the cupboard looks then. Yeah, thank you for watching today's video, and sorry I'm cutting this all up, but hopefully by the time I've uploaded these 2 videos, then you guys will have given me some feedback on whether I should get rid of those coats and some advice on the heels and stuff. Just let me know your thoughts surrounding my decisions. And yeah, I'll come back to you with the final result, and hopefully we can get Alex to get on board with this and really get rid of some things. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.